What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Kyle in the Wild. So today we're at this beautiful pond that I found on Google Maps. As you can see, the water is gorgeous, it's crystal clear, and I'm not gonna lie, I already made a cast before I made the intro and I caught a fish, so we're gonna see if we can't catch a couple more. Hope y'all enjoy. Here we go. First cast right here. He came on the natural colored Bandito bug. Alright, so we were using this Bandito bug right here. We have a 3/8 ounce tungsten weight pegged, and this is the Bandito bug in the natural color with a 4/0 hook. Why in the world does everything in Texas have to be so spiky? You have these spiky trees, you got cactus, but we have bass and beautiful water, so not gonna hear me complain too much. I'm gonna go ahead and try to make my way back up this hill without getting stuck by these. Alright, we're hooked up. That's a pretty good one. I don't know how I just didn't break my rod. I made that fish right there just levitate. Again, on that Bandito bug. There you go. And there's a bass that swam up from over there too as I was reeling him in, so this pond seems like it's gonna be really good. Keep my fingers crossed. So I was able to catch 2 fish on this bait before it kind of tore up at the top here, but that's honestly not bad. I'd rather spend the money to catch fish than not catch fish. So again, Bandito bug, natural. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how I'm rigging this thing. So I'm just taking it right here and going in with the hook point about a 1/4 to 1/2 inch, coming out right here, boom, sliding it up, spinning it around. I find where this part of the hook is going to line up with the bait, so right there, and that's where I make my hook point go into and come straight out the other side. And what I'm doing is just pulling this bait up and tucking that hook point into it. Of course, breaking the pinchers apart. That way we can have a little bit more action, and that's how I'm rigging it. If you guys want a little bit more in-depth description of how I'm rigging this, then I'll link my previous video right here, and it goes a little bit more in depth and slower on how to rig this thing. Alright, what I think I'm going to do is either head to that side or I can cast over here, because you can get a fish on the bank a lot easier from that side. So a little tip for you guys is, even when you're catching fish, that doesn't mean there's not a more optimal way to do it. So what I mean by this is, yes, I caught fish on the Bandito bug right here. However, this pond is actually super shallow. So what I'm gonna do is, and the fish don't seem to be huge, So what I'm going to do is I'm just putting a really small bullet weight, and I'm going to put a little stick bait on there, and I think we'll be able to catch more of those smaller fish with that rig than that bigger Bandito bug. So I went and grabbed a handful of different kinds of stick baits. We have watermelon red. We have a pattern called camouflage with a blue and orange glitter or flake in it. And we have good old green pumpkin. Like I said, I think those fish are gonna bite these a little bit better than that Bandito bug, just because it's a little smaller and a little less intimidating. Just another quick tip for y'all. When you're fishing beautiful, nice ponds like this with barely any trash, make sure when you're fishing it to kind of lay down low and try to stay away from where people can see you, just because you don't want people seeing you and thinking it's okay for them to fish, because not everybody is as respectful as you and likes to pick up their trash. There we go. He sucked it in as I was reeling it in. I didn't even feel him, I just saw my line running away. Healthy little dude. Go ahead, let him go. Up. Yeah. The water's so clear in here, it's cool to come watch them attack it. Another one right there. Go ahead and let him go. Just a little plastic worm. That bass spined me while I was talking to old boy. This spot's a little bit deeper right here. Looks pretty juicy. I'm willing to bet there's a fish hanging out by that tree limb right in front of us. I say we should get a bite right there. Oh, there it is. Almost just fell. Look at that. Hammered that worm. Caught it. That guy was chilling right under that tree. They're all about the same size. There's no giants in this pond. The biggest I saw was probably like 3.5 pounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss this guy out to a little bit deeper water. There you go. And there he goes. It's always fun to stumble upon a little pond that has some hungry fish in it. It gets a little repetitive with the mindset of going out and catching double digits, because when you don't catch big fish, you just feel like you feel mentally exhausted, like you didn't accomplish anything. It's just nice to come out here and have no expectations, whatever. Just catch a couple fun-sized fish.